There is something a little strange, an exception, in this current week's parasha, Parashat Tetzaveh. Those two parashas, Parashat Truma and Parashat Tetzaveh, are divided very clearly. First parasha, Parashat Truma, is about the tools that were used in the Mishkan, in the house of God, to worship Him. The second parasha, this week's parasha, is about the clothing that the Kohanim would wear when they are coming to serve Hashem, to serve God in His house. So all of a sudden, when we find out that Hashem tells Moshe to build an altar, the one that is known as the golden altar, this is strange. Why is it coming this week? Why didn't it come last week? And why is it coming after we discussed all the tools and all the clothing? Well, let's look and see what is the Mishkan for. The order to build the Mishkan was so God could have a place, that God would have a place. The whole world is His, but it's for us, that we would have a place, that God puts His holiness inside, and when we come there, we could feel the holiness, we could be closer to the holiness. We come to worship Him, we get closer to Him. The same is about the clothing. Clothing is to honor those who work for God. It's for them. It's for us, the rest of us who are not Kohanim, to respect them. And it's for them to be respected. And when we come to the Mishkan, we see them wearing it. We respect them as the servants who worship God, who help us worship Hashem. So why all of a sudden, after all of this, is the golden altar coming? The golden altar was meant for the incense offering, known in Hebrew as Ktoret. Ktoret is made of lots of materials, mainly weeds and others that make good sense. And every day it was sacrificed in the morning and before sundown. So why is it coming now? The answer is that the whole thing of the Mishkan is for us. We would have a place where God puts His holiness, and we could come there, we could worship Him, we could be closer to Him. The clothing is for us again. It's to respect the Kohanim. It's for us to respect them. So when we come to the Mishkan, there's one thing we should do for Hashem, to worship Him, to respect Him. It's not for us, it's just for Him. This is the incense offering. This is the Ktoret. We come to the Mishkan and we say, we brought something for you. He doesn't need it, but it's for us to remember that we have to bring something. So we bring it in the morning, we bring it at night. It's not for His holiness to dwell. It is just for us to show respect. That shows us in every aspect in our lives. Even if it's for us, if Hashem gave it for us, we should put a little place where we give Him something, showing our respect.